recording. We'll do that. I was sharing earlier, I was going through Canton, Ohio airport a year and a half or so ago, and I was walking through TSA, and they had these little boxes of soldiers. And the whole intent of that was for you to grab a soldier so you could remember our soldiers and those that stood in the gap and that are standing in the gap. And so definitely want to recognize those folks this weekend, man. Thank you guys for everything. And guys is a general term, guys, ladies and gentlemen out there, thank you for all that you do. And just amazing stuff of like I said, standing in the gap. But listen, let's get started. I'm super excited. Listen, a little bit about my background. My name is Patrick Newkirk. I'm calling you in from Oklahoma. I call this home, although it's more of a mailing address than it is a home. We travel quite a bit and have been around the country. And I had the fortune of playing a little college football back in the day. And when I left college, I did all those things they said, get your degree, get your MBA, go get a corporate job. And I did that and just was very successful and having a great career in healthcare and absolutely loved what I did. I managed hospitals all around this country. And man, like a lot of you, some of you may be on here today and have no idea why you're on here. Others of you are on here and you got the call just kind of like I got. I got a call from a couple of buddies that I played college football with about 4 years ago and wanted to introduce me to this industry. And then we had the fortunate of launching this company about 6 months ago, this time or last December, last year. And so that's kind of how we got here. Somebody invited you today because they said, you know what, I'm excited about what we've got a hold of and I want to share it with you. You're somebody that means something to me and I want to share this opportunity with you. And so I'm going to share my screen here real quick, guys, because listen, I tend to a whole lot better than I can't make you a co-host for some reason. So, okay, I am sharing my screen here, guys. Let me get that share. Okay. Got all kinds of buttons cranking up here. Okay, so listen, like I said, I got to see this opportunity about 4 years ago, and then this company, like I said, that we launched back in December of last year, and so I had a buddy come to me and say, listen, at the time I was managing hospitals all over the country. Like I said, I had about 15 hospitals. I was living in Montana and going between California and Texas and Philadelphia. And I had a buddy that called me and said, hey, we want you to help us launch this company. And so we said yes. That's just kind of who my wife and I are. We're the people that when you walk up to a swimming pool, we don't tiptoe down the stairs. We just jump in the deep end. And so that's just kind of who we are. But the name of our company is called Viago. And listen, we're a lifestyle company. I hate to say we don't sell anything, but we really are about a membership. We're giving members access to what we have. We've got a couple of things that are exclusive to us and us only, but ultimately, guys, we're a membership. We want to give you access to what we're doing. And so when my buddy came to me with this, he said, listen, we've got 3 buckets that we're going to play in: travel and leisure, a health and wellness segment, and we also have what we call our daily savings. Now, obviously, travel is kind of our deal. So just kind of think of us like an Amazon, a Costco, Sam's Club, that kind of deal. Again, we're giving our members access. And the funnest part, that's my humble opinion, the funnest part of what we do is on the travel and on the travel and leisure side. And so what we do on the travel side, there's a couple of ways that we help our members travel. The first is through what we call our Pro Search. Listen, this is a technology that we hand over to our members. We don't charge for this. It's a convenience tool. It's no different. So if you like to book your own travel out there, you go to Expedia, Priceline, Cheap Tickets, Orbitz, those kind of guys, right? And you go to each one of those .coms trying to find the best price. Well, what we're doing with our technology is we bring all that to you in a one-stop shop. So like I said, it's a convenience tool. Now, the other part of that, we have no hidden costs. We're not trying to make a dollar on this. We're simply letting our members have access to something that's going to save them money because we're shopping wholesale versus retail. And so how we do that essentially is through our ability from a volume standpoint with our membership. Here's an example of what our Pro Search looks like. Miami, let's say you were going to go to Miami, Florida, and you chose the Noble House, right? And so you're going to go to Expedia, Priceline, Cheap Tickets, those kind of guys, and you're going to find a price of about $391. Now, our members, $250. $141 a night savings. Now, listen, that's not life-changing money, but if you knew you were going somewhere and you saw this over here and it said 391 and this over here and it said 250, we know where you're going to click. Here's another one real quick. New York, Times Square, little different savings here, $410 a night savings, not insignificant. Venice, Italy, same deal, $150 a night savings. So listen, anything travel related with the exception of healthcare, that's not a space that we're gonna play in. We can't bring you value just because of the regulatory and the margins on health on airfare went out way back in the 90s. So we're not going to pretend to bring you value in that space. Do we do some things with airfare? Absolutely. But our focus is everything non-airfare, if you will. And so listen, hotels, resorts, rental cars, excursions, anything travel related, we're going to save you money. So that's the first way that we travel. Now, here's how I like to travel. I'm very much the hands-off guy. All I want to do is get myself there. All I want to do is go. And so we basically what we do now, listen, kind of what I'm showing you here, I'm making this seem pretty simple. This is extremely difficult to do. And again, that's where my buddy comes in because he's been in this space for 25 plus years. He knows how to do this. And so it's very, very difficult to do. We make it look easy. That's why we don't run up against a lot of people doing what we're doing. So on these escapes, we go to these resorts around the world and we go to them and we say, listen, we're going to bring 200 to 500 of our members here, and we're not going to do it once or twice a year. We're going to do it 4 or 5 times a year. Now, obviously, they get pretty big eyed and they get super excited that we're bringing them business. Now, in turn, we say back to them, listen, we want the best price online. These are 4 and 5 star experiences, curated trips. I'll show you what that means I'll show you what that means here in just a second. But the company handles all the booking and reservations. That's the piece that I like. It's very hands off. All I've got to do is go. Here's one of these trips. Listen, I went on this trip a couple of months ago, guys. Here's what was cool about this. We flew in, remember, we don't do the healthcare or the airfare part. I fly into Cancun. As soon as our wheels touched the ground, we had somebody that picked us up, transferred us to the resort, checked us in at the resort. We had our own VIP check-in. And basically what that means is we didn't go check in with all the masses. We had kind of our own concierge deal. Obviously, it was all inclusive. We had, you see that beach? We had massages down on that beach, for God's sakes, guys. Poolside parties. We had dinners. We had farewell dinners. It was out. So all of that stuff included in that price that you see there, $649. Now, everybody else that was at that resort, same beach, same pool, same room type, same dates. They paid $1,700. So clearly greater than a 50% savings on this one trip alone. Now, before I go too much further, guys, for those of you that are panicking that right now, that think you're going to have to go sit to a timeshare, this is not a timeshare. We're not going to ask you for a $200,000 mortgage at the end of this deal. So just relax. But what we do get is points. So you can earn points just for being a member with us. And then you can take those points and buy this trip down further. So again, at $649, we're greater than a 50% savings on this one trip alone. But now take those points and buy it down, if you choose to, even further to $499. Absolutely love that. Real quick, here's another one. Bali, Indonesia, 5 days, 4 nights. All the stuff that comes with it, $649. Now that's not per night. That's for the entire stay. $499 if you're going to use your points. And then, guys, I love this right here. We're sending our members to the #1 destination around the world, 5 days, 4 nights, $549, $449 if you use your points. Now, listen, our family, we don't go anywhere less than 10 days. So, yes, you can add days on it. Getting another note here. Sorry, guys. Okay. Lots of fun. All right. So, listen, that's our trips. Now, listen, I can't go into all of these, but clearly we feel like we've got something for everyone. We've got everything from South Africa to Costa Rica to Spain, Thailand. Thailand is obviously a big one with our members, Greece, Italy. Lots of partners in Mexico, of course, Turkey, the Philippines, Vietnam. So again, here's what's cool about this. You go to our site. Now, again, if you're a member with us, it's your site also. Go to your site, click on the destination you want to go on, click on it, say, hey, I want to go. We handle everything from there. All you got to do, I love how my buddy Jeff Boss says, all you got to do is pack a bag and get yourself there. I love that about what we do with these trips. So to kind of shift gears here a little bit. Listen, this piece I never get to spend enough time on because there's so much that is involved with this. This is what we call our daily deals. And again, our vision is we want to touch your world every single day, not just when you travel. And so basically, and this is what we say to our members, continue to buy who you buy from. You consume stuff every day, every week, every month. Continue to buy from those folks, but we're going to change how you buy. So everything from theater tickets to theme parks like Disney, Universal Studios, SeaWorld, clothes like Hurley, Kenneth Cole, computers like Lenovo, Petco, restaurant.com. Literally, you guys, you can buy your car through this program. You can buy tires through your car through this program. A gentleman you're going to hear from a little bit later today bought NBA tickets to this program and saved, I believe, in the neighborhood of $400 on those tickets. So concert tickets, just there's too much stuff to go into here. But what I love about this is we're impacting your world every day because we've got partners with over 1 million retailers. And at the end of the day, guys, we're going to save you between $4,000 and $5,000 a year. Don't change your buying habits. Don't change what you do. Just change how you do it. So absolutely love that part of what we do. And then we have two very exclusive lines, one being a skincare. Now, the skincare is kind of the foundation of this company, how it originally started. There's a guy named Isaac Ben-Shabbat, and the Ben-Shabbat family came over here in the early 2000s. Listen, I'm going to give you the very quick version of kind of what happened with them, but kind of like my buddy, they built a $3 billion skincare company out of the Dead Sea of Israel. Obviously, with their connections to Israel and the Dead Sea, their community, their culture, it just made sense for them. And so what happened is that blew up into over 900 locations around the world. Well, kind of what Isaac saw happening back in the day, and this was 10, 15 years ago, he saw what was happening in retail. And he said to himself, listen, we've got to move our business model. So they closed those 900 locations down and moved their business model into social networking, which is what's happening here. And so they added to that a nutrition line. And listen, I love the nutrition part of what we do. I'm a bit of an endurance junkie. I love marathons, Ironmans, those kinds of things. What I love about these products, they're plant-based, they're organic, and here's the most important part, they work. We've got everyone from our 9-year-old to our 30-year-old on these products because we don't have to worry about what's in them. I tell this to people all the time. It's not about what's in our products, it's about what's not in them. So absolutely love these guys. You're not committed to to buying these products, but you get access to them at wholesale because again, that's our exclusive marketplace. So guys, that's our membership. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff packed in here and we're packing it in a very short time frame. But the discount travel, the VIP escapes, the experiences that come with that, the telemedicine, guys, this one, I'm telling you again, it's one of those we just can't spend enough time on. But if you've ever had to jump through the hoops just to, for example, just get a simple prescription, you have to go to your family care physician or go to urgent care and jump through all those hoops that spend a half a day just to get a prescription you already needed. Well, we're going to flip that switch and put you online with one of our teledocs, just like you and I are communicating right now. 10 to 15 minute 20 transaction, and you're at your local pharmacy there. So absolutely love the telemedicine program and what we have. And what's really cool is you can take that with you when you're out of country. Listen, we've got a 9-year-old and we're traveling around the world right now. So knowing in the back of our mind, having that peace of mind that we've got telemedicine available right at our fingertips is phenomenal. And then, like I said, our daily member savings as well as our pricing on the marketplace. So guys, here's the bread and butter. It's $450 to be a member with us. Now, I love Isaac because he gives back more than he takes. And so for $450, we're going to give you $600 back today. We're going to do that in the form of points. You can use those points to buy down those trips. Remember that we talked about earlier. And then $99 a month maintains this membership.
I'm on a Zoom call.
Hey,
I'm on a Zoom call.
hey, be sure and zoom your be sure and mute your line out there, guys. And so $99 a month. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that if you choose to. I don't pay that. I don't like paying monthlies. I'll show you how to do the same if you choose. But even if you're paying that $99 a month, we're going to give you $100 back every single month.
My friend Lonnie in Montana is involved with a corporation, I'll call it, called Viego. And
ma'am, if you could mute yourself, that would be awesome. I just went ahead and muted all. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, they've got me all out of whack here. All right, sorry guys, we're having to back up here a little bit. Had a little bit of an interruption there. So again, 100 points, $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year in the form of points. You can use those points towards the product, towards the nutrition, towards the skincare, or towards the trips, whatever works best for you, right? So use it how you want. Now, here's kind of we're going to throw gas on the fire. I'll just put it that way. We have what's called our Viago Getaway. We're going to gift that to you and your family every single year just for being a member with us. 7-night hotel getaway. Here's what I love. This sits up there ready for you every single year so you can go refresh, go renew, go get renewed from doing these stressful Zooms that don't go quite like you planned them to, but go stick your toes in the sand and get reconnected to your family. And that's just what we've been doing since we've launched this company 6 months ago. So please go use that. We absolutely love offering that to you. So to kind of shift gears here a little bit, like I said, gosh, it's been 4 years ago that my two great buddies introduced me to this industry, and then we had the fortunate to launch Viago 6 months ago. And when my buddy came to me with this program with Viago, he said, "Listen, we've got some members that are going to want to, because this is totally optional, guys. You can be an ambassador with us." Notice I didn't say salesperson. We don't want you going door to door selling travel, selling products, all those types of things. We're looking for some people that want to help us get our brand out there. And so for $49, we set this all up virtually. It's all back office. It's all behind the scenes. Because listen, we know you're already spending a lot of place. The last thing you need is something else to do. But what this does is work back behind the scenes with you. And what I love about this guy right here is he says, "Listen, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you work until you die." And listen, I was in healthcare, guys, for 25 plus years. I loved what I did. I didn't love every aspect of it. I was on an airplane 10 days out of 14. And I promise you, I felt this quote frequently. Again, we'll never say a bad thing about healthcare. I was very blessed and fortunate to get to spend the time that I did in that world. And so my buddy said, "Listen, there's 5 ways, if you choose to, that our members can make money. I'm going to focus on 2 of those, guys, our direct bonus and our residual bonus." And I love these because I can put money in your pocket right now today simply by introducing us to people. We're not looking for you to go door to door, like I said, but if you can introduce us to people and put them on a Zoom like this, or put them in a coffee shop in front of us, you put them in, we're going to show this to them. They become a member. Now we're going to pay you $100 every time you do that. Do that 6 times. This is where the magic starts. Now, clearly you've just gotten your money back on the membership, but more importantly, that $99 that I talked to you about earlier, that goes away. Your membership is now free. Now, that's cool, but this also kind of sounds a little bit like another job, and that's not what we're trying to do here. And so what happens now is the person that invited you, including myself, are going to go to work with those 6, and we're going to do the same thing. Why would they do that? Because they want their membership for free. Now, the cool thing is, because you started this mess and this chaos, as you can see, that community just grew. And now it's grown from your 6 that you brought to the table. We grew it to 24. Now, here's the cool thing. Because you started that mess, you started that residual cycle. So you're earning $200 a month residually at this point. And again, I love how my guy, Kevin McDougall, says that it's not $200. It's actually $2,400. So because again, it is residual. Now, just to kind of give you an idea, understand that this compensation plan is called a binary. Basically, it's a fancy word for 2. I like to call it teams. I'm a team guy, a right team and a left team. And as we take those 6 that you brought to the table and we grow those to 10 to 20 to 50 to 100, and again, you brought 6, we took it the rest of the distance. Now you're earning our Sapphire bonus of $1,000 a month. That's 12 grand a year because you brought 6 and we grew it to 100. And again, just so you understand the current comp plan of what we've got, guys, everything from $50 a month to 85 grand a month. Now, listen, I know that there's some pretty big numbers listed there. I'm not here to pump you up with dollars. I'm here to say there's an opportunity, if you choose to share this and see what happens. This is not a get rich quick deal. Listen, we put a lot of time and effort into this, but it is a different business model. It's about leverage and creating that residual piece. So if the business side of this interests you guys, we'll get deeper in the weeds with the person that invited you, but we definitely have a system to plug into. The last thing that we want is for you to try to go out and figure this thing out. And we've got some special things that are coming up in September. And obviously we also have some things going on in between. But again, if the business side of this interests you, get back with the person and say, "Hey, tell me more. We're giving you enough to make a decision, but tell me more." And so Here's the simple part. I love this about we keep this thing simple. It's $4.99 to get started. It's $99 a month. I showed you how to get rid of that. Go get your getaway, use that every year, take your family, go renew, go have fun, go create memories, and that's what that looks like. So here's what I love about kind of where we've landed. This was kind of me pre-Viago. So that's my two of our kiddos that we were on a trip with, and guys, that was over in Hawaii. And the reason I love this picture is it reminded me of where I was, because I was not in this picture, and I was not in this picture for a reason. I had flown into LAX, was going to connect over to Hawaii, and I got a call from my work and said, "Hey, stop what you're doing. We need you." And so I one more time I had to tell my family no, and corporate America yes. And listen, guys, I'm never going to say a bad thing about corporate America and what that did for me. It really got me to this point. And so since we've launched this company, this is what I love this picture, because now I'm present, right? And so this is just what our world has looked like in the last few months, like I said, since we've launched this company. And there's the deal. We're building communities. I talked to you about that. Look at these communities that we're building, guys. Do you see some people in there that are like, dude, this is good. I'm stress free, at least for a little bit, and we're just out having fun with this. And like I said, building relationships, and more importantly, guys, for me, building relationships back with my wife. I was gone away a lot. Traveling with corporate America. So to be a present dad again, all over again, has just been absolutely phenomenal, having fun with this. And so just the people that we meet. Now, in terms of this company, I love this picture, and here's why. If you look at that little one right there in the middle, to me, guys, this is who we are. We're about family. We're about community. We're about getting people back together as a community and going out and enjoying life. And just look at the faces on those pictures, the faces in this picture right now. I love this piece of what we do, but because again, to me, this just says who we are. So guys, timing is absolutely everything. The person that invited you, listen, don't take this personal. You're the next person on their list. You ain't the last. I promise you. We're getting after this thing. So the person that invited you, they want you to have the next best position on their team, because once that position's gone, it's gone. There's no getting it back. Now, once you lock that in today, here's the cool thing. Every person that comes in after you, you get benefit and override on. Let's call him Andy. Well, we don't know Andy, but we like Andy. I promise you, because that guy, and you don't know who the next Andy's going to be, by the way, but Andy goes out and shares this with a bunch of people. Guess what? You earn overrides on that simply because you locked a position in before him, right? Now, just so you understand the business model, if Andy comes in today before you and you come in later, that's fine. Listen, we still love you. Welcome to the family, but you're going to miss out on everything Andy does, because now you're on Andy's team versus Andy being on your team. So one last couple of things, guys, while we land this plane, no pun intended. Listen, for anybody that becomes a new member with us, we've got 1,000 of these vouchers to give away. And so for every new person that comes on today, going forward until we run out of those 1,000 vouchers, you're going to get to take a family of 4. It's about a $1,500 trip. I'm being conservative, but about a $1,500 trip. We're going to give that to you for $299. You've got some upgrade options to do, but again, it's a 5-day, 4-night to take your family on for $299. And then the last one I definitely want to give a shout out. This one's getting ready to sell out. This is Punta Cana, and I'm just telling you guys, we take over the resort. It's special. It's fun. It is an amazing trip. Dominican Republic, 5 days, 4 nights, August 7th through the 11th. Guys, if just in your brain you just said, that looks cool, you better jump on this really quick. I don't know what the quote is. The person that waits loses, whatever. But listen, accommodations at a 5-star Grand Palladium, all-inclusive, airport transfers. We're going to get you from the airport to the resort without you having to worry about it. So you can just forget life as soon as you land. Like I said, a welcome reception, a farewell party. We've got some swag coming with this. 20% off spas, 70% off excursions. So listen, I've been on a few of these, guys. You don't want to miss out. So I just want to make sure that we got that out there to you guys. But listen, that's our program, and I'm super, super excited that you guys got to see this today. Listen, get back to the person that shared this with you, and as a matter of fact, they're going to get back with you. Don't make it weird. Just tell them, listen, I'm a 1. This is not for me at all. Don't ever call me again. But if you're a 5, you say, listen, stop this guy from talking in Oklahoma, put me in right now. I'm ready to go. If you're a 3, just let us know what we need to do, move you to a 5. We'd love to absolutely have you. But we're going to switch gears here a little bit. We're going to kind of take a little bit of a breath. And one of the things that we do that we're doing with our community right now is we're showing them the benefits of this membership and all the ins and outs, because there is so much to learn. And so we've got some people around the company that are just absolutely phenomenal at this. And man, I'm just telling you, building these communities, this guy that I'm getting ready to bring on, he came into our community about 6 to 8 months ago. And here's the deal. A lot of times when you bring somebody into the community, you get a twofer. What I mean by that is we got him and his wife, and they're a dynamic couple for sure. They have just been a blessing to our family, a blessing to this community. I love the passion that he has for this back office. He knows it. And like I said, he's one of the first guys that really dipped his toe into it, and he knows it definitely better than I do. And that's why I love to be able to bring him on here and share his knowledge. So listen, if you are wondering about the benefits and what's going on behind the scenes and how do I access this and what value is there in this and that, this is the guy. Okay. Now, we're recording this, but take good notes, guys. Take good notes. Get dialed in on this. Help me welcome onto the Zoom here, and I'm going to stop my screen share. Josh May, my friend, are you out there?
Yes, sir, I am. How are you?
There he is. There he is. Look at you looking handsome, brother. I love the gear.
Oh,
listen, happy Memorial Day, man. We couldn't have a better guy to come on here and do this, and I'm handing it over to you. Thanks, brother, for coming on. Appreciate you.
Hey, did you pass me over the controls, Pat? Hopefully you did.
I will do that right now, buddy.
Okay. All right, guys. How is everybody doing today? Hopefully well. I see Shar. How you doing, Shar? Good to see you. I am in beautiful.
You're muted.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Okay. Awesome. I was just saying, we drove over from Montana to Spokane, Washington yesterday for our son's baseball tournament. So it was an exciting, eventful evening. We got into our Airbnb, and then it was guys were trying to break into it at 2:45 this morning. So we had the cops there. We had to switch. I'm not supposed to be in this hotel right now. We haven't slept yet. And that's how it rolls. But guys, I am excited to be here. I'm excited that nothing got serious last night when they were trying to break through the windows. But count your blessings, I guess. So hopefully, Pat gave me the controls here, and if he did, guys, I'm gonna make sure that I have the right stuff here. Hold on one second. Let me see here. Let me know. Come on. Hold on one second, guys. I have to find my screen here. There we go. Guys, let me know if you can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Hopefully you can.
We can.
All right, thank you very much. So I just want to introduce myself real quick. My name's Josh May. Like Pat said, Pat called me 5.5 months ago or so, completely cold called me, sent his wife over from Bozeman, Montana to Billings, Montana to share with me this fantastic company, Club Viago, and it has been a whirlwind ever since. It has been so much fun, great mentors with Pat and Jen, great people, got to meet a ton of people at the conventions, going on the trips, and guys, this is one of the reasons why I joined, was right here, actually being able to save money on hotels like this. Our sons play travel soccer, travel baseball, and we spent almost $40,000 last year traveling the U.S. Just following them around. And this year we've almost saved $6,000 just in doing stuff we were already going to do anyways. And I'm going to show you exactly how we did this, utilizing our member deals and other aspects of our Club Viago. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. So where I want to start here is when you sign into Club Viago, this pops up. Let's see here, just make sure I'm on track here. Yep, so we're in. I'm going to admit some people that are wanting in. And I always start here, guys, with the travel section. I will tell you that those 600 points that you get when you join the company, those are right up here in your upper right. You get 100 points each and every month. I'm going to show you how to utilize those points, but I always start right here with the travel booking engine. And here's why. For me and my family, hotels, rental cars, etc., is something that we use all of the time. Hopefully my hotel website, there we go. There's my internet. So here's how you use this, guys. This is your hotel travel booking engine. And again, this is our wholesale engine. Now, one of the first things I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and pull up Expedia. Now, if you see here, guys, I'm sure you've used Expedia before. This is Denver, Colorado, June 6th through June 9th. Two travelers here. We're going to go ahead and push search. And I'm going to show you a search I did for a gentleman out of Manitoba, Canada, just the other day. So when you actually go here, you see here, he wanted to stay at the Westin Denver International Airport. As you can see, it's $419 per night. Now, when we go into our Pro Search, that's the name of our travel booking engine. We go into Pro Search and we type in Denver. We want to make sure that this is apples to apples here. And so we're going to go to June 6th through June 9th. Now, as this is pulling up, I want you to understand it's going to pull up all the hotels within Denver. Now, if you're a Marriott member, a Hilton member, a Best Western member, you are still going to receive those highly discounted prices at all of those places. But you're gonna still be able to accrue your points that you earn through those hotel chains. But now you're gonna double dip because we give you points as well. So as you can see here, all the hotels in Denver have pulled up. I'm gonna go into more filters though. I'm gonna go ahead and type in the Westin. Pulls up right there. Push apply, and here we go. Our price $347 for the night. Let's go drop back to Expedia here real quick. $419 a night. My question to you is, which one do you want to pay? Now, here's the deal. If we go back to Pro Search, I did not have to take you in to Expedia to show you that we were going to win in that price. Because here's the deal. I can take you to compare public prices right here, and you see that Travelocity is averaging $14.55, where we're at $12.13. Expedia is averaging $14.55. We're at $12.13. And remember, these are averaged prices because the travel industry, hotel industry, their prices fluctuate on a daily, weekly basis. Now, can we get beat? The answer is yes. It happens. Not very often. What I've noticed over the last 5.5 months of doing Zooms on a daily basis with people, answering their questions, is that we win most of the time. But here's the deal. Even if we don't win, we have this cool thing right up here called the value guarantee. And read what this says. It says, find a lower price anywhere online, and we will refund you 110% of the difference. So guys, we're going to win actually no matter what anyways. And that includes the hotels, the cruises, and the car section that you see up right here. Now, cruises. I've saved people thousands of dollars on cruises. We're also going to have some really cool package cruises that are going to be part of our escapes. Rental cars. The rental car section, guys, I'm just going to click on this real quick. We're really close to Seattle, being in Spokane. So I'm going to go check out Seattle here real quick here at SeaTac Airport. Let's just go the 26th and 27th. Now, the average car rental price is usually $60 to $120 a day, depending on what kind of vehicle you're looking for. Pull up here, I've noticed a lot of 40s, 50s, low 60s. You see Seattle today is at $28, $29, $32. For a full-size car, we're looking at $33. For anybody and everybody that has ever booked a rental car, guys, we know that that's good pricing, right? So that is very cool to see there. Now, flights, we do not overpromise flights whatsoever due to the airlines being so regulated by the U.S. government. So those margins and those prices that we see on flights are very thin margins. So we do get beat from time to time. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. I will tell you that every single time I book my flight since I've been involved in Club Viago, we booked them through here because they've been less expensive. Now, what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm actually going to share with you guys real quick my personal email address. And why I'm doing this is I want to show you guys that nothing changes in your buying habits whatsoever. Now, if you look here, the other week, my wife and I went over to, let's see here, to Atlanta for the convention. It was an amazing convention, our second convention with Club Viago. And if you see here, here's our hotel that we rented for our stay in Atlanta. Public price $1,271. Member savings $459. Look here, my wife even bought the insurance. And then if you scroll down, it says, congratulations, you've saved $459 and you've earned 776 rewards credits. So guys, that's how easy it is. And if you go right up here, here's our flight to Atlanta, right through American Airlines. So again, booking the same way, no change in habits, except guys, we save money. And in the hotel situation, we also earn those additional points. So it just works out really, really well. Now I'm going to go back to our website here. I'm going to go through a couple more things. This home section is amazing. This is our Airbnb style properties. And guys, we're only 5.5 months old, but we're getting better. So a year from now, we're going to have more of these trips, more of these hotels, more properties to choose from, but we're doing a pretty dang good job right now, as you can see. So say you wanted to book something in Bali here. If you click on it, you're going to find multiple properties at discounted prices that you can book for you and your family. See these here, the beautiful properties that we get to choose from. Now, the next section here, weeks. Weeks is cool but you have to stay for 7 days. You can't stay 3, 4, 5 days. You have to stay for 7 days. So when I roll in here, let's just check this out at Myrtle Beach right here. What you're going to see here is hundreds of properties, not only hotels, but townhomes, condos, etc., places that sleep up to 12. And you're going to see just so many options starting at low prices. See, look at here, $42 a night, $64 a night, $71 a night, and page after page after page of those properties to choose from. Marketplace is something I just figured out. Again, guys, there's so much to what we have here in our shopping malls and our travel booking engines that it's hard to get through, in a timely fashion. That's why you kind of have to go in here and just mess around with it. But here's what these people are doing. So if you go to Daytona Beach, Florida here and click on here, these property owners are putting their properties out for rent for a week. So if you want this property right here, this property owner is looking for $1,000 for the week. You can bid on it, guys. And now you dictate what you're spending. This is your offer. Say you want to put in $700 offer. You put that in, they accept your offer. Now you have this property for what you wanted to pay for it. Just another really cool way to book travel through Club Viago. One other thing here, these worldwide tours here, they went over this a little bit at the convention. But guys, go ahead and roll through here and just look at the options you have. These guided tours to South America and London and Vienna. Just amazing options we have to book travel through our company. Now, so that is our travel booking engine. Now what I like to do is go and show people how to utilize those Viago points. We get 600 points right from the jump, right from the start, to spend on not only buying down our vacation packages, but our products within that marketplace. And then we get 100 points each and every month. Now, where do you go to book those? These are our reward escapes. I've already had the pleasure of taking one. It was an amazing trip. Very, very fun. Cannot wait till my next one. Guys, here's some new trips that they put out to Greece. Look at this, $659 per person, double occupancy. Here's a new one to the Philippines, only $449. Now let's scroll down here and see how this works. So when you're going to read this, this says Cancun all-inclusive reward escape. What does all this mean? It's $875 per person, double occupancy, meaning 2 people per room. This company, Viago, is going to allow us to apply up to 200 Viago points. That's $200 that we can take off. So $200 divided by 2 people in a room is $100 per person, dropping that $875 per person to $775 per person. Now, once you join, if you're in this organization, guys, you can book a trip that day. So if you click on book now, it's going to pull up everything that's involved in this vacation package. from your discounts at the spas to the restaurants. Look, one cool thing right here. Look at this, over 50% off the next best online pricing. And if you look down here for those people that have children under the age of 12, a lot of times these are free. You see right here, up to 2 children, 0 to 12 free. A lot of times 18 and under are also discounted. We also get that all-inclusive gourmet food and beverage package. That airport transfer is awesome. I utilized that obviously on my last trip to Mexico, and a lot of times discounted excursions or excursions included, which can be an extra $100 to $150 per person. Now, say you want to go to this resort, but you don't want to be told when to go. Guys, that's why we have something called Escape Your Way, and it means exactly that. You're escaping your way. All you have to do is literally either pick from the packages that they already have pre-made, or guys, just pick a location that you want to go to. Pick a location, then it's as easy as going up to info right here, going down to personal concierge, and this is your own free travel agent. Guys, you have a free travel agent through here that is going to help you book itineraries, set up all your bookings, your excursions, etc. It's just another cherry on top for booking our travel through Club Viago. So that's that. Now, these are our getaways down here in this travel section. This company's only been around for 6 months, so not a lot of people have utilized the getaways. But that's that 7-night, 8-day stay that Pat was talking about earlier. And you guys get that every single year that you're a loyal member within this company. So that is kind of the travel section there. What I'm going to do next is go to shop. Now, shop, the first one that we see here is one of our shopping malls. Look at this, guys, from shows, sports, concerts, events. Patrick said earlier in the conversation that I had taken my boys to watch Steph Curry play basketball in Phoenix. I went right through here and I saved $318 versus going through Ticketmaster. Shopping deals. Let's view all of these. Let's see here, from computers to home security systems, shoes, Anytime Fitness members, Apple products, athletic wear, you name it. You can scroll down. You can see that we have tons of options to choose from because we have over 1 million retailers. Now, as we go down through here, you see Sam's Club even. Click on it. Guys, what's the deal here? The average person pays $50 per year to be a member at Sam's Club. Our price is $19.99. Now, I know it's only $30 savings, but all those $30 add up. That's why we're actually able to save people on average $4,000 per household shopping this way. Now, last night I used this because I'm on the road, I'm traveling. When we're on the road with our boys, we tend to eat out quite a bit. So here's a restaurant section that you can use. All you have to do is click on here. I'll show you this. You can see I already had Spokane, Washington pulled up. We ate at a Mexican restaurant last night, saved $25. Let's go right next door to Coeur d'Alene, or to Spokane, and go to Coeur d'Alene. See what they have and search. And guys, you guys can do this anywhere. So here's restaurants in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Here's a Korean restaurant. Go ahead and click on it. Let's see what it says. $10 off, $15 off, $25 off, $50 off. Guys, grab this deal for only $20. You get $50 off. That's a $30 savings right there. Now, how does this work? If I go into my restaurant section and I log in, you'll see here that I have an account set up. Okay. View account, view certificates. Okay. Here's Sarah's Mexican food in Billings, Montana, where I'm from. Now, you're getting $25 off. Minimum purchase of $50 is required. See that QR code right there? Go ahead and grab your phone like this, hover it over the QR code, and this is what pops up. This certificate is valid for $25 off at Sarah's Mexican Food. Guys, it's that easy to go and save money, again, on something that we're already doing anyways. Movie tickets. We have combo packs. Sometimes, you're saving 30-40% going to a movie. Just pick which theater you want to go to. Water parks. About 3 months ago, we also had golf courses and things like that. And I know they switched that up a little bit. Rental cars, another place to book your rental cars, hotels, theme parks, attractions. But this is one I want to stop at here, this travel, because you can package and save. So you can bundle your travel here. Now, Has anybody here ever been to Hawaii? I can't see many people, but I'm sure a lot of you have. One reason why people go to Mexico versus Hawaii is the cost, right? Let me take you from Billings, Montana here, where I'm from, which is expensive to fly out of, to Hawaii. And the thing is I'm actually going to book this next week. I'm not going to book out months later just to see what I can save. So we're going to go 5/31 through, let's go June 6th. That's about a week. Guys, you're going to be amazed at some of these prices. Please keep in mind, this is hotel, flight, rental car, taxes, and fees included. Also, as an example, one of my friends that's also in Club Viago with us, Jen Sanchez, her family paid, I believe, right around $4,500 a person just about 4 months ago to do this trip from Billings to Hawaii. Now, look at this here. This is a 4.5-star hotel. The best hotel you can get, as we all know, is a 5-star. You're looking at $1,693 per person, hotel, flight, rental car, taxes, and fees included. That is amazing. A lot of these are under 2,000, under 1,300 there. Guys, look at these trips. I just did a Zoom last week with a guy named Terry. I forget where he's from, but he did end up joining because he loved the membership. He didn't want to, he wasn't really that interested in the business side, but guys, not everybody has to be. He travels all the time. He wanted me to show him a trip to Auckland, New Zealand. I ended up saving him $6,500 on that trip. And we even upgraded him from economy class to business class right under first class. So guys, you can do this anywhere to actually bundle your travel and save. Okay, a couple more things here. As we go back, here's your second shopping mall. This has a lot of higher ticket items. In some cases, we have like the Frigidaire and the appliances for 50+% off, the home warranties, the auto insurance, which we've all heard the stories about people saving on. Here's Home Chef. I know a lot of people that use that. If you scroll down here, notice what our tickets most of the times do not have in Benefit Hub. No service fees. Guys, that's going to save you a ton of money. You go to a sporting event, you pay $200 to go, and you pay an extra $100 on top of that in service fees. So you can actually click on our ticket section here and see that a lot of them do not have service fees. No service fees. No service fees. Okay? As we scroll back through here, you're going to pull up things like this. Skechers here. 30% off. What if your kids don't want Skechers shoes? What if they want to wear something like Puma? Simply type it in up at the top. There's Puma, up to 50% off. What about those people that want to go fishing or sporting goods? Let's go Bass Pro Shops or something like that. There we go, up to 40% off. Guys, over 1 million retailers, and this is not where we're stopping. Again, next year, we're going to have more trips, more vacations, more products, more services. And another thing, we're going to have more members. So what is that going to do in a lot of these cases, whether it's travel or anything else? The more members, the more buying power, the lower the cost, right? So that is your second shopping mall. Just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek into there. Let's see here. Take you back here. And guys, another thing that I like showing is our telemedicine program. Now, I had a fantastic Zoom with a guy out of Bozeman, Montana the other week. His name's Pat, and he owns an insurance company. Him and his wife, Mindy, actually joined, and I got to share with them our telemedicine program, and he's told me, he said, Josh, that's a great platform. Guys, we are at a one-time $5 registration fee, $0 copay, 24/7 access. Here's what I really like. Beyond that no copay, look at what's next to that. No insurance required. That means people that cannot afford to actually get insurance for them and their families now have access to board-certified doctors at no cost. They can still get the prescriptions they need sent to the nearest pharmacy. It works really well. And if you see down here on the bottom, it's a one-time $5 registration fee. Now, for those people that want Viago Healthcare, full-blown healthcare. We have healthcare, we have health share, we have holistic, we have supplemental, we have that telemedicine program I just showed you. So there is a ton of different options for us to go with on the healthcare side of things. All you have to do is simply send them in your monthly premium, your annual deductible, and they're going to do a quick cost comparison for you, let you know if they can win. So guys, that is a quick run through through your website. We covered the shopping, we covered Benefit Hub. There's and we still have people coming in. We have the telemedicine, the Viago Healthcare, the marketplace, guys. That I'm really excited about our marketplace. I'm not going to go into it too much right now, but they did announce some new products that are coming out, and obviously they're hoping to stock the shelves here in the next 3 to 6 months, so we have more to choose from. Over here, I do want to show you this, the FAQs, because a lot of times you don't have to go to your upline or wait to get on a Saturday training to actually get some of your questions answered. So this is a great place right here to get those questions answered. Just pick and choose. And the Be Well how-to guide or the 7-night stay tutorial going over the getaways, they have the answers to a lot of your questions just right here. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to stop there. And for those of you guys that want to continue on, I'm going to go through and show you start a getting started training. So let me see here. I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint presentation, guys. I'm going to do a half-hour getting started training. I'm going to do this in the way that I train my team. Now, I do want to say up front, if you have a system in place with your team, and it's different than what I'm showing you here, I want you to stick with that. Do not change a thing. Stick with what's working. Some of the things I'm going to talk about here is about leveling up to not just texting, but to different options, to voice text, to actually getting on the phone and talking. This industry, and I've been told, all this 5.5 months, this industry is about growth. About personal development. And I think that's really important. If you want to be all you can be in this company, you need to step up. That's all I have to say. And make yourself better, learn new things, add new skills. When you add those new skill sets, what do you add? You give yourself a pay raise, right? And so I'm going to go into some of the ways that I teach this. Okay. But again, if you have a system in place and it's working, run with that. It's awesome. There's more than one way to skin a cat here. So that being said, please somebody let me know when you can see my screen, or just somebody say, yep, Josh, we can see it.
You're good.
Yep.
Gotcha, Josh.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so welcome new ambassadors, for all you new guys out there. This is what I'm going to go over today. I'm going to go over, and we have more people coming in. I'm going to do a getting started overview, an introductory session designed to help new ambassadors start their journey effectively and with confidence. We're going to learn the process. We're going to follow the process, and that in turn is going to build your business. So this presentation will walk you through our 4 simple steps and give you the foundational keys you need to build a successful business. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So getting started 101, I want to drop a few quotes for you guys. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I cannot emphasize this enough. Guys, get started. Don't get caught in that analysis paralysis, thinking you need to know everything. And I want you to think about these 3 quotes during this training and remember them from start to finish, because they're so important. And once you get started, what do you have to do? You have to be consistent. So consistency is more important than perfection. Guys, we do not have to be perfect. There's another quote out there that says, done is better than perfect. And that's the case. Get it done. Just go out there and get started. And lastly, but not least, we have success isn't doing thousands of things. It's doing a few things 1,000 times. Now, in this training today, I'm going to take you through 4 things. Guys, 4 things that you guys can master. You master these 4 things and put them on rinse and repeat. Like Jen Newkirk says, you're going to build a massive Club Viago team. Massive. So again, master these 4 things, put them on rinse and repeat, and use that consistency every single day, and you're going to build a huge business. So first things first, guys, I think I do a pretty good training but I'm not up to this level yet. You guys need to sign up on the Inner Circle. They have decades and decades of experience. If you are not part of the Inner Circle, here's how you get there. ViagoInnerCircle.com. You can also go onto your phone, whether it's an Apple, Android, whatever it is, and type in, I believe it's GLT Inner Circle. And guys, sign up on that Inner Circle. Here's why. Go in there and listen to our owner's story. Listen to his vision, his dream, his past, where he came from. That's where really you start getting that belief in this company. And I'm not just trying to do all rainbows and belief and everything else like that, but guys, once you get belief in this company, nobody can stop you. You have to have that confidence, and Isaac helps you get that. My mentor, my person that signed me up, the Newkirks and Jen right there, Eric G, of course, the Godfather Troy Brown, our president Eddie Head. Listen to these guys and what they have to say. It's only going to give you a more accurate knowledge of what's going on here. And then, of course, we have the team. Champions Vault. We have Jesse McPherson, Mazoffer, all these guys that are really just dumping on us all of their information, even to the Rising Stars section here where you see Kevin McDougal. Now Kevin's a friend of mine. I've got to know him and his wife, Mary, and his story is fantastic because he wanted nothing to do with being an MLM ever until he found Club Viago. Maybe that's you. Guys, that's the thing. You can actually, something that somebody on here is going to say is going to resonate with you. Again, my disclaimer, if the system I'm about ready to show you and the steps that you're currently taking with your current team and what you have in place are working, please do not change a thing. Keep doing what you're doing. All right, so the 4 steps to success: the list, the approach, the introduction text, the close. Guys, these are new slides for me, first time going through it, but it should go pretty smooth. So everybody says create your list of 10 to 20. Okay. this training, it's a little bit about leveling up. That's why I call it your first list of 20. Okay, so you're going to create your first list of 20. What is that going to look like? Okay, number 1, you're going to write down your list. I know a lot of people go and put it on a Google Sheet or some type of PowerPoint or Excel spreadsheet. Guys, write it down. The reason being is if you have it written down, you have it on your person at all times. You're not going to forget about that. Take it with you, put it in the car so that you remember, hey, I need to reach out to people and actually get through this list. Another thing, take notes. Put down what you did with that person. If you left them a voicemail, put LVM, left voicemail with a date, so it's organized and you can keep track of that. This is your working capital, and it's a very important part. And then continue to add your list as you're scrolling through Facebook like we all do, or whatever social media, and you see people on trips. Write that name down. When you're at the grocery store, write that name down if you see somebody, and continue to add to your list. Please, guys, do not discriminate. I cannot speak this enough. Do not discriminate. Do not play God and let them decide. You're not God in this matter. Let somebody else decide if this is for them or not. A lot of times, and we all do it, even myself included, we're like, well, that person doesn't need this. They make too much money. They're successful, whatever the reason may be. But I had a guy that I talked to on the Zoom the other day that joined our team, and he said, Josh, I'm so glad I saw this. He goes, most people don't, approach me on this kind of stuff. And he said, here's the way I look at it. He goes, I'm very successful. He goes, but here's what he said. He goes, it doesn't matter if I made $350,000 last year if my ex-wife spent $400,000, right? So that's the thing. You don't know what situation people are in. You don't. So do not discriminate. Guys, here are the people that we go for. And I know everybody says in the beginning, go to your family and your friends. I have asterisks there, and I have asterisks there for a reason, because it depends. Guys, sometimes family is the hardest to go to. The hardest to go to. And that's the ones that really knock you down, because you're like, man, I wish they would have saw what I saw, or maybe just take a look at the Zoom, but they won't. Sometimes they're the hardest. You don't want to go to your broke Uncle Bob, and that says, hey, you're doing this thing's stupid. Okay. Don't put them on your list. What I'm saying is don't put them on your first list of 20. Put them later. Your first list of 20 should be people like this, your ride or die, like my best friend Lance. I know no matter what I'm in, what situation I'm in, what time it is, like when we got broke into at 2:45 yesterday, this morning, that he would have been there. If I would have called him, he would have drove from Billings to come and see me or to help me in any way. Those are the friends that you call. People you know who travel or you've traveled with, going back to your social media. People with large networks, guys. We for this first 20, we don't need to go to our friends that stay home and play video games all day and barely talk to anybody. Okay, we want people with large networks, people that you know are social. Go out there. Again, this is your power list. This is your top 20 list. People you've built with in the past. Remember that. If this is not your first company like this, write those people down because they understand. They understand that the industry, how it works. They're open-minded. Go to those people. Self-employed, of course, like myself, I've been self-employed since 24. Most self-employed people are pretty open-minded, but another thing is they know how to get it done. They know how they're self-starters usually. And then people who think outside the box, and of course, people you know have $500, have the money. I've been on a lot of Zooms, in the last 5.5 months where people started out with, hey, if this costs money, I'm not interested. And then I spend the next 40 minutes on the Zoom knowing that they're probably a no. Guys, we don't need to bring those people, not now, not the first 20. You want your strong list, your A list. Okay, so pick your level. This is something new. I want to know your guys' level. How quick are you going to get through these 20 people? What do you want from Viago? What do you want out of your Viago business? Now, if you just want to be a member, that is totally cool. Everybody's fine with that. That's kind of a hobby level. That's somebody that's like, I'd like to get my 6, but if I don't, it's okay. Guys, that's totally fine. And those we want those people. We want those people that are just here to enjoy and have fun on the vacations and everything else like that. But here's what the hobby level looks like. It's 20 in 90 days. You're doing 1 exposure per week. Totally cool. But understand, that's not going to get you anywhere fast, but that's okay for those people. That's 100 exposures in 15 months. Now, based off 4 out of 10 people signing up, which is actually pretty conservative. I know myself and others in this company showing Zooms, certain months we're at over 50% people. 5 plus out of 10 people are joining us. So you're going to get your 8 personals. You're going to get your 6 in the first 90 days if you roll this way and you pick that hobby level. Now, if you want to level up, the next level, business level, guys, this is for people that say, let's go get my 6. I'm ready right now. Okay. This is 20 exposures, 20 Zooms in 30 days. And guys, you can take pictures of the screen. It's just fine. I mean, write down the notes. This is 5 exposures a week. Now you're working. Now this is a business. You're going to treat it like a business. You're going to have that activity. So 100 exposures in 5 months. That's a pretty solid clip, guys, for most people. Based on 4 out of 10 people signing up, 8 personals in 30 days. That means that 6 people, you're going to get your 6. It's going to be free within the 30 days. You're going to be profitable. You're going to be rocking and rolling. That's 40 personals in 5 months. And if you put in 40 personals, you will have a massive team. You will. You will, especially if you nurture it, grow, and cultivate that team. It's going to grow, and it's going to grow quick. Now, the next level, I love this level. For those that want to rock and roll with us, this is, I call it the Jeff Ball for the business pro level because it says, I'm going to crush this thing. That's the Jeff Ball. I'm going to crush this thing. What do you have to do to crush something like this? This is more exposures. You're going to compress time. This is 20 exposures in 10 days. That's 2 exposures per day. 100 exposures in 50 days and 4 out of 10 signing up. You're getting your 6 within about a week. You're getting 8 personals in 10 days. And guys, that's fun. It's a lot of fun to do it that way. But what you need to get in your mind right now is which level you want to be. One thing I will say is do not come in at the membership level expecting business level results, or at the business level expecting business pro level results. You got to come in and work the numbers and stay consistent with those numbers. So down on the bottom, it says activity equals results. The results you achieve are in direct correlation with your activity. And guys, here at the bottom, you only get one chance to create your story, make it a good one. And that's one thing that Jen Newkirk told me when I first started, Josh. If you want your story to be big, let's go hard right now. And that's exactly what we did, because what you got to do there, then when you start, as your team builds out, you got to go to team members and say, this is what I was able to do. And they can look at you knowing it's possible, knowing that they can do it too. So the approach, guys, again, we're leveling up. My approach is we're going to get them on a call. Okay. If you're uncomfortable, you're not growing. Guys, in this business, you're not growing. So if you're comfortable sending out a text, that's fine. If it's working for you, please continue to do it. But my beliefs are, if you actually get them on the phone and are able to handle it in the right way, you will have a greater success getting them in front of the expert, getting them on the Zoom. So this is for you people that want to level up. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone, become uncomfortable to actually do this. But guys, make your mistakes, but you're going to grow. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those leaders. Now, here's one of the two ways that you can do it: text and voice text. Okay, so when you're doing a text or voice text in this scenario, you're looking to get them on a phone. So you say, here's the text right here. Hey, John, I've been working on something I know you're going to love. I know you're at work right now, so I thought I'd just shoot you a quick text or voice text. Call me when you got a minute, or I'll give you a call around lunchtime. See, you're directing them that you're going to give them that call. We're going to have so much fun with this. Talk to you soon. Now, here's the side note. When you call them, they already know that this call that they're getting is not for you guys to catch up. You're calling with a purpose. And so many people have told me in the past, Josh, I feel weird calling people, that I haven't talked to in a while, because, they're expecting for us to catch up. And, why are you calling? Guys, if you set up this right, if you set up your call right through this text or voice text, they are already going to know why you're calling. And when they pick up the phone, you can get right to it. Okay. That's the cool thing about setting it up like this. Now, on this phone call, here's what I'm going to say, and I have this memorized. I do not want anybody to sound scripted. Take this and make it your own. But here's what that phone call sounds like. Hey, John, I've only got a minute to talk. Notice what I did there. I made it very short, but I wanted to quickly share with you something I was introduced to the other day. You're going to love it. It's called a lifestyle membership club. It's like a Costco on steroids. It literally encompasses everything we do on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis, from discounted healthcare and travel to saving at your favorite restaurant or buying pet food. It literally saving you on everything. Now, my friend Jen shared this with me over a Zoom the other day, and I really wanted you to see it the exact same way I saw it. So I'm going to introduce you to on a group text. Once I send that text out, look at your calendar and let her know a time that works best for you to hop on that Zoom. Jen is awesome. You're going to love her. She does a great job explaining this, and there's zero pressure. Trust me, once you see it, you'll know exactly why I'm so excited. I've got to get going, but look for that text. Talk to you soon. So notice, guys, a few things I did there. I made that sense of urgency. I've only got a minute. Okay. I also said, guys, look at your calendar. I told them once that text goes out to respond back to Jen. Okay. And then hold on one second. I edified Jen as well. And then I said, I've got to get going, but look for that text. Talk to you soon. Guys, get off the phone. Get off the phone. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, if I get into this situation, they're going to ask me questions. I'm going to show you, for you people that want to level up, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get out of that situation quick and move on. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot of that, that is kind of a script right there for you guys to use. Now, control the conversation. Don't get questioned into a corner. You can do this. So, number one, notice in that previous conversation, what was I? I was in a hurry. You have to be in a hurry. Notice I said, I've only got a minute to talk. Now, remember, number two, you're not calling to catch up. You're not calling to talk about your kids' soccer games or anything else like that. So when you're done with the script, get off the phone and send them that text immediately. Now, if they do start, and guys, if you could please mute your buttons there, push mute. So if they do start asking questions, go immediately into feel, felt, and found. As people, you most likely you've heard of this before, but we're going to show you a way to do this so that you can just get off the phone real easy. And it's a lot about your conviction, guys. You have to be in a mindset that you're controlling this conversation. So here's your feel, felt, found script. So somebody asks you a question, doesn't matter what it is. Hey, Joshua, I just want to know this about the travel or this or that. Hey, John, I 100% understand exactly how you feel. In fact, I felt the same way and I had a ton of questions myself. But what I found is that all of my questions were answered when I got on the Zoom. This is a visual thing. And Jen is going to walk you through and take you in and give you a sneak peek into our membership and show you how everything works. Trust me, see it the way I saw it. I promise Jen will answer all of your questions. I got to go. Can't wait for you to see this. I'll hop on this, or can't wait for you to see this. And then this is key here. I'll hop on the Zoom with you if I can. Get off the phone. Okay, so what I say? I'll hop on the Zoom with you if I can. The reason being is because sorry, if you guys could please mute your lines, please. Let me see if I can do that on here real quick here. So I'll hop on the Zoom with you if I can, because if you can get on the Zoom with them, if that's the way that you and your team do this, is through Zoom presentations, get on the Zoom with them. It will actually higher your success rate. It makes it breaks the ice. It's easier. If you can't, you're at work or whatever, totally cool, understandable. I'm saying if you can. And see, this says, I'll hop on the Zoom with you if I can. You're not promising them, but you're getting them to that Zoom. Now, if you can't get on that Zoom with them, guys, don't call them and tell them that, okay? Let them get on the Zoom. The expert will handle it and say, hey, you know what? Johnny wasn't able to make it, but he's going to get a hold of you right when this is done. Now, guys, so you've sent the text. So let the expert set up that appointment. So we're going to set up that appointment. It's going to sound something like this. I give you 3 different choices here. First one, hi, Cammie and Josh. Josh, I want to introduce you to my friend Cammie. Cammie and I went to high school together. You might remember her since you graduated from West a couple years ago. Cammie now lives in beautiful Whitefish, Montana with her family. They were actually just in Billings a couple weeks ago for her daughter's rugby tournament. Cammie, please meet Josh May. Now, notice what she did up there. She's having a conversation, and she's introducing, and you're also going to notice that they're edifying us. So, Cammie, please meet Josh May. Josh and I have been friends since high school at West. He is so positive, driven, and such a successful business person. Carrie and I are blessed to know Josh and are grateful he introduced us to this lifestyle membership club. We are having so much fun. When do you have time? Now, once I receive that, I'm going to automatically respond back saying, hey, Jen, thanks for the introduction. So nice to meet you, Cammie. I have this time available. If that time doesn't work for you, Cammie, please look at your calendar. Give me a day/time that does, and we'll get that on the books right away. I look forward to meeting you. Guys, that's how I respond. And these people, it works. So just use it like that. Now, notice that one right there was more of a membership style. Now, don't write a novel. I think some of these are almost getting too long, but they're all right. Membership business, if you see the 3rd notch that down there on the right, why did I write that? Because you need to decide when you're introducing us which direction you're kind of going to go. And you know that with that person. If you're talking to somebody that you've built a business with before, worked with in the past, you know they're excited about the business section of this, then kind of gear it towards a little bit more business. And you're going to see that in a couple of these other examples. But if you are somebody, if the person really just wants the membership, and guys, there's nothing wrong with that. I truly believe that we should lead more with the membership than the business, because the membership is what attracts most people, and that's what's going to keep them in the business, is that membership and the value there, whether they build a business or not. Okay, so I like to lead with that membership piece, except if I know it's somebody that wants to join the team, wants to be on my team, then we might do it a little bit different. You guys can see here in this one, let's see here. This one right here in the middle. Greetings, friends. Josh, let me introduce you to Pete. I've known him for many years and consider him a good friend. Look what she said. He's kept his income options open. So that's a business-minded text there, right there. And so I thought of him when this great opportunity came around. He knows that we would work for him, with him for success in light of his very busy life. Okay, so that's a more business-minded text right there. And then you can see the other one on the right as well. And you can add a little bit, do it your own, make it your own, but take a screenshot. You can pretty much copy and paste this information and do it your own. So customize it according to who you are showing. And guys, make it light and fun. This does not at all have to be serious. The first rule in Viago is have fun. So let's keep that. Let's keep that going. So the 5 keys to the close, guys, this is the 4th step. And I think the most important step out of all. Here's why. Because you can actually do really, really good on your list, really, really good on the approach, really, really good on the introduction text and getting them to the Zoom. But if you do not close correctly, you could ruin all 3 previous steps. Okay. So the most important step, 5 keys to the close. Number 1, let's say first, the fortune is in the follow-up, and it truly is. You need to follow up immediately after the Zoom, not 72 hours, 7 days, a week, immediately after the Zoom, because that's when people are excited. Strike while the iron's hot, that mentality. So follow up immediately. Number 2, never follow up with a text. Guys, texting is such a low level form of communication. I almost sad that we even have it, because what it's done is we don't communicate to people like we used to do. Guys, we need to get on the phone. They need to hear your voice. They need to hear your excitement, your conviction, your emotion. So get on there and follow up with a phone call and get excited. The next thing is, this is the number 1 thing not to do, and a lot of people do it, and I understand why, but they naturally say, well, so what'd you think? Or, give me your opinion. What'd you think? Well, if you're asking those kind of questions, they know that you're not even 100% sold on what you have. Right? So assume that they liked it just as much as you do. So when you call them, you're excited, right? Now do you see why I was so excited to show you this? What do you like best? Now, why do you ask a question like that? What do you like best? Because it forces them to give you a positive answer. So what did you like best? Allow them to answer, and no matter what they say, number 5, say, awesome. Me too. Let's get you started. I can't wait to take some vacations with you. Now, you say, I can't wait to take some vacations with you if they are a membership-minded person. If not, if they're a business-minded person, awesome. Me too. Let's get your spot locked in today. The next person that joins goes directly under you. You know how it works. Welcome to the team. Okay? Either way, it's that direct, let's get you started. Okay? So guys, that's that. That's the 5 keys to the close. Last thing I have is the do's and don'ts. And I think I'm right on time here. Yep. So do's and don'ts. I just wanted to run over these real quick with you. Number 1, do. Have fun. That's the number 1 Viago rule. Let's have fun with this, as we're a travel club. I mean, look at our our conventions. I've been to a lot of conventions, and yes, we learn a lot, and there's times to be serious, but guys, they're having fun because that's what we do. Number 2, do. Get started. Don't wait to get started. Even if it's a text, a voice text, and all you do is text, you never talk to somebody. It doesn't matter. Just get started. If that's the way that you want to run with it, get started, because that action is going to equal some results. Be excited. Excuse me. If you're not excited, why should they be excited? No monotone. You gotta, like somebody told me years ago, jump up, run around your house before you make that phone call. Make sure that when you come back in, you're excited, you're out of breath. Guys, but be excited. Now, do follow the process. Guys, whether it's your team's process that you currently have in place, or if you want to kind of roll with the process that I just showed you, those 4 steps, either way, no need to recreate the wheel. Our systems in place work. Okay. Do not, please, guys, do not get lost in trying to know everything before you get started. I believe Eric G said this, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And it is. Go out there and get excited. When I first started, I by no means knew much about this company whatsoever. And I went out there and I was excited. I was talking to people and I said, I need to get you in front of this. And excitement is contagious. So make sure that you're excited. Make sure you're not just jumping in and trying to know everything about the back office, etc. It doesn't work that way. Number two, do not post our company name info all over your social media, especially if you're brand new. And the reason why I say this is it can work in the right way. But if you're brand new and you just created that list, this will most likely burn through your list rather quickly. People will have a preconceived notion about why you are trying to call them, and they will ghost you because they think they know already what you're doing. So guys, create that list. Don't throw it all on social media. This is a personable business. This is one-on-one. This is whether you're doing lives or you're doing Zooms or whatever, make it personable. This is a relationship business, and you don't need to throw it out over everybody right up front. Okay. Even with all of our technology, like I said, this is still a one-on-one business. Keep it personable. And the last and most important thing, guys, do not give up. Make a promise to yourself today that you will be building this business one day from today. It will not always be easy, but I promise you it will be worth it. This is an amazing company. We have an amazing team of leaders, just amazing systems and processes in place. Guys, the amazing timing, everything. If you package it all together, you're not going to find better than this. So just promise yourself, get a little bit of thicker skin. Know that some people are going to say no. Some people are going to say yes. Doesn't matter. Keep on keeping consistent. Keep that plan. So guys, that's me. That's the presentation. First time I've ever done it. I want to thank everybody for taking an hour out of their Memorial Day weekend. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope you stay safe. And other than that, let's go. See you guys.
Grateful for the service. It was really good.
Thank you.
Great
Wow,
training.
Josh, thank you so
On fire.
much.
On fire.
Great job.
Thank you.
This man is on fire. Yes.
Phenomenal.
Man, Josh, you're the man. Great job.
Thank you, sir.
I really loved all the scripts you gave us. Thank you so much.
No problem. Enjoy, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too, Josh.